Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the first play of the game. 52 yards. On play action, Wentz. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Sproles, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Brees going to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now Brees throwing on second down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant, and he's taken down inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. On first down, Brees steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing now is Brees. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They run. It's Kamara. And Bell is right into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run with a second-year man. This is J&J. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Lion. Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Play action. Now Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Again, it's Wentz. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Out to his left. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. first play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Throw left side complete. It's Watson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. 21.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw is Breeze. Smith catches left side. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
To throw, it's Breeze. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And out now come the Eagles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake. Wentz rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Hey.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
36.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good chip. Ram.
They'll try and run it now with Sproles. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Darren Sproles, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Get set.
Now Breeze. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He completes it to Bryant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? It doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles in possession of the football.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. Going back at the they all from it. My diamonds, they all look at this, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam on the flats. I got it in the back. Ladies, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back, 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Thought, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. A dump off to Sproles. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that.
Golden Tate's gonna go. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mason Foster in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 41 yards. Now it's Ajayi. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On play action, Wentz. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
A nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And his throw is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Orange. Tiger.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Wentz now on first down. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They run with Ajayi. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Working from the gun, Wentz finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here come the Redskins now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Ready? Line 80. Yellow, yellow. Watch the slot. Hey, slot.
Smith on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Liz,
again, Smith. Wide open receiver, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a Redskin first down as Smith hits Crowder. Throwing is Smith. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They run again with Peterson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
52. 35.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. That's Adrian Peterson off to the races. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 66 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Shorty.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Wins to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Set. Wide, 80. Check. Block. Check.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. On first down, it's Smith. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Reed. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Hey, let's roll.
So that'll back him up 5.
Yellow.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Pass incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Wentz buying time to his left. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A gain of 6 there on first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
On the ball.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ryan Kerrigan able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
Right. Set. Wide, 80.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll check it down to Geis. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
12. Right.
On 1st down, Smith. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Right.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. On play action, Wentz on the move to his left. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On play action, it's Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, it's Wentz. Now he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Let's go.
Now Wentz again. A under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Ryan Kerrigan. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. Now Wentz rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Flush to his right. He may try. And he lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
12. Ready?
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. And now here is another interception. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nigel Bradham able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Wentz to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little